1 p.m. I am having 5.5 ounces of my turkey and ham, each 5.5. 1.5 ounces of the bread I made yesterday, and that will be in the video today. Okay, so it is still storming. It is still severely overcast. So I got headaches, lots of headaches for days now. But I don't want to take a Motrin. I'm trying not to. I've been taking one every morning. Alright, so I've had comments about what kind of lipstick am I wearing. Okay, so the one I'm wearing right now is, I think, the one that most people ask. It's usually after I take a shower. This is the one I put on. And yes, my lips chap extremely bad if I have nothing on. I have bought all the very expensive products, even Surge lip that I used for 20 years from friggin' Clinique, which is outrageous. And I still have to have it on 24/7 and it comes off so easy. These don't. These do not. So I think it says Captivity. It's a 95. I gotta figure out how y'all can read this where it's not backwards. Superstay of Viral Ink, I think it says. Maybelline, New York. This one's 95, which is Captivity. Then I wear another one a lot. Crap. Out of this bad boy. And this is my foundation. So I have nothing on today. I'm waiting for it to come through Amazon. Okay, then I wear this one, which is a little bit darker. Hold on, I'll stick it on. Alright, this one's a little bit darker. This one is 35 Cheeky. This was the first one I ever tried. It was my favorite. It's way more noticeable than the other one. Then the next favorite that I wear, which I'm not putting on, it's a lot darker. Y'all see me when I have big makeup going on. Alright, this is gonna look stupid having this dark, but we're gonna put it on. If I can get it to unspin. And I don't know how much is left in this one. Okay, it's looking pinker than it should because of all the other colors. And it's empty. Alright, hold on. Let me get the one that has some in there. Okay, so that's this one. Witty 40. Alright, and then the only red that I will ever wear, which I am definitely not sticking on, is 30. Oh, it's scratched off. It's literally scratched up. I don't know. It's scratched off. It's number 40. Alright, or 30. Look for number 30. It all depends on how I'm doing my makeup. Like I said, the first one I showed you is my everyday, go to sleep, work in the garden, Captivity, I think is what it's called, 95, is my go-to for anything extremely light. This one is when I'm doing heavy makeup, and it feels like it's heavier too. It's got more pigment, so it's heavier, and then you gotta let it dry. Almost took a drink of my coffee without letting it dry. But a lot of people's been asking, so I thought I would show. Get them on monthly subscriptions on Amazon because it's cheaper that way. I think I pay like $8 something a piece. Walmart was $12. I don't know how much they are now. So there is 5. This one's been carried around by me and Dino today. There's a little girl. I think it's a little girl. I'm not sure. It's been carried around by me and Dino today. And I know 100% there's 4, but I think there's 5. If any of the oranges are girls, it's going to be named Amelia. Or Amy. Or Pond. Maybe we'll just call it Pond. Maybe one river, one pond. It's 4 p.m. I almost forgot to record. I'm having a burger from the grill that Dino cooked for me. It's a New York strip and 1 slice of American white cheese, so it's a little less than half an ounce of cheese, and then a couple of pickles. I'm a mess. I am a mess. I had makeup on. I was looking decentish. I went outside and was cutting down trees at my mom's back of their house that had grown up. Big trees. I had the little chainsaw. And Dino was cooking on the grill. The burger I just ate. I'm getting a teeny bit of heartburn, and I did eat half of another burger, by the way, so we will see what happens. Also, I keep forgetting that my stomach is not used to processing that kind of food, so I might get bloating, I might get nauseous, I might get sick, and it has nothing to do with my MCAS. It just has to do with my body doesn't know how to process it anymore. So that being said, I had done tons. I had my hair up in a ponytail and then in a little thing covering it all, and here I am screaming all of a sudden, throwing the tree that's bigger than me onto the ground, letting go of it because it is covered in ticks, and so am I. Mom is throwing the ticks off my back as fast as possible. I am ripping my clothes off, ripping my hair thing out. I am like running through the yard in my underwear and a bra. Dino's freaking out that I was a stripper in the yard. First of all, it's the backyard. Second of all, it's probably more clothes than I wear when I wear a bathing suit. And I'm running and jumping in the shower and throwing, my clothes away. Right, I couldn't. It was just so many ticks. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even talk about it. Let's look at my plants, because that's a happier moment. Look how big they're getting. I have to train this one to come back to this pole, though. I don't know why it's decided to reach for the other pole. You need to come back to, you need your own pole. Crap. We gotta get some more poles out here. Okay, so gotta get these training better. This one's doing really good all on its own. Gotta get them up and training. These tomato plants, I don't know, I don't know. But they are newer, so we'll see how they go. Oh, you're reaching this way? I want you reaching this way. Come back. Me and you're gonna have to have a talk. You're supposed to go up this way. Come on, let go. Good. I hear you playing on that thing. Dino's playing on the cam. Okay. Once I put clips up here, I usually cut these tentacles off because it's just starving it of nutrition. You're going up, up and away. All right, so see, they're starting to get the hang of it, where to go. Starting. The dirt has been so heavy, and with my little boo-boo, I can't do the dirt right now. We're just skipping that. Skipping it. But everything's looking pretty and big. So, you can definitely see the tomatoes on this side. Let me see if I can zoom in there. Definitely see we're getting some tomatoes already. Okay, my body is processing right now. But that might be a good thing, because I haven't been able to go to the bathroom in about 2+ weeks, probably. So this is what happens when I eat beef. I get a little heartburn. I start getting really hot, like insanely hot. Which when you have vagus, it's a nerve issue, the vagus nerve. I do have a vagus nerve issue. So when I was trying to say something in the video the other day, I still need to answer that comment. I wasn't trying to say vertigo. I was trying to say Vegas, the vagus nerve issue. I do feel like I'm having vertigo, but I'm not. Okay, definitely got to get plants pushed back. They're going away from their poles. So I got to take care of all that. The rain can help and the rain can hurt. That is the issue. Now, let's look at the ones I cut to death. That came through, which is fine because they are indeterminate. I can cut them to smithereens. So, look how big they are getting again. I am going to be cutting some of their leaves off again because they do have spots again. I don't know, y'all. That's getting a little too many spots on this side for me. Cut this one to pieces too. There are certain... Oh, it's starting to rain. Starting to rain. The rain is finally coming. It's been saying it was going to storm all day. Supposedly tomorrow the rain stops. It's been storming for a week now. I definitely should have took ibuprofen last night. The pain in my foot has gotten a billion times worse. I tossed and turned, almost cried all night long. It's made it where I at least can walk now. The pain is still there, but it was so bad I couldn't even go pee. Like, I could not get up. But I took ibuprofen this morning and it made it like a billion times better, thank God. There's definitely something going on there. It is from the baby toe all the way down the actual side of my foot, around the ankle. It is awful. And that little extra bone by your baby toe, mine is huge right now. Like, I've always had a really big one because I broke my toe so many times, but it is big. I heard it months ago, overextending on my tippy toes, and I keep forgetting and overextending on my tippy toes, plus I rolled it twice this past week. So most of my plans had to get canceled because I can't stand up. And then on top of it, I forgot I needed a brake job. My car just made grinding noise the last time I drove it, but that was like a week ago because I was driving my dad's vehicle, and then we forgot, and then I went today to get me deli meat and it started doing it again. So I had to make an appointment early Monday morning to see what's going on. My car's got 90,000 miles on it and it has never had a brake job because it never acted up, not once since the day I bought it, until now. And I was very careful today not to let it grind. I came to slow stops, like slow down the stop instead of slamming on brakes or anything. So that also makes me a prisoner until it's fixed. I was so worried about water weight is why I didn't take the ibuprofen. But today the pain, like I said, was so bad. There was no choice. No choice. Yeah, my inches on my face and neck area is going down so much faster than the actual scale is, because the scale is like same for days now. Has not budged at all. But I see a huge difference. And this is no makeup, no tinted lotion, because I'm out of it. It's supposed to come today. It's coming today on Amazon. I've been out of it all week. This is literally just CeraVe regular lotion. A little tiny bit of a dark eyeshadow, only the dark, a mascara, the eyebrow pencil, and whatever lip stain from this morning. Dina's over there weed eating, and I'm just trapped because I can't walk around. I will not be getting steps in for a while, because it's a horrible burning rip pain feeling. Even as I'm sitting here, it is a rip pain feeling. I need to go elevate my foot again. Alright, it's Saturday. It is 5. I did a lot. I'll explain later. I have almost 2 ounces of the bread I made the other day. I have 1 ounce of cheese. I have 5 ounces of my ham and turkey, and then I have carrots as a backup. There's a little more than 5 ounces, but that's just if I start to have any issues. Alright, I walked through the garden. I have a lot of weeding to do. There's a lot of grass growing in my flower beds. Still don't know about the tomatoes, what will make it, what won't. It wasn't supposed to rain today. My wood was supposed to be drying out so I could paint tomorrow. And guess what? It just poured. Just poured. So those broccoli is nothing more than a flower. Broccoli didn't make it. Everything is getting early blight. Even The cucumbers don't look good. This side of the garden just is not having it this year. It's just not doing so well. And I don't know why. So this was horrible. I got in here and did some, well, a lot, but I got wore out. So I still gotta finish that. I still gotta finish cleaning the yard too. I'm changing my circle. I'm tired of it. It's just too much to weed eat, way too low. And it was beautiful last year, but it is too much to maintain since grass is growing in it. So I started taking all the good dirt out and got exhausted. Picked up tons of wood. Moved all kind of stuff out of here today. I'll show you what we did. Dino did a few loads of the clay into the container, and I did the loads of the good dirt. I brought it from over there in those pools so that I can plant more. Also did that one. So a lot to do. Alright, I am not having a good day at all. Dino wanted to get JJ down because it was way up high, but Dino was on the top of the ladder, so I reached up to get JJ, and we've done this like a million times in the past. JJ's back paw sliced my chin open so much that this shirt that I'm wearing, I won't even show you. That was not nothing. That is nothing amount of blood that I just showed y'all. Down my shirt is just soaked. I wiped it off, but I don't feel like changing because I put all my winter shirts away and I want a sweater today. So I'm laying here in bed with no blankets because the cat peed on all of them. My shirt had blood on it. My foot completely in excruciating pain, and now my face is stinging. And yes, I donned dish soap the cut. Last thing I need is an infection. Y'all, I don't think it's safe for me to get out of the bed. In the last 24 hours, some stupid crap has happened. Including the way I hurt my foot. I have been bitten so many times by horseflies in the last 24 hours, I could scream my head off. My whole back looks like a big giant webs. I have fire ant bites everywhere. Got the boo-boo. Had the pee happen in bed. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't know. Is it a full moon? I don't know what's going on. I am not getting back out of this bed because I'm afraid I'm going to break something if I do. Gosh, it's stinging. And of course I'm freaked out because I scar easy and it's long and I'm going to have a friggin' mark across my chin forever. Hopefully not, but I seem to not be doing anything right today. Okay, so how's my day going? One, I've gotten scratched. There is a stranger's dog here. We're waiting for them to come get them. Dina's holding them with a leash, but it's going to be over an hour, I guess, before they get here. So it scared my outdoor cats. One's up a tree, one is missing. JJ's locked on my porch because JJ won't stay away from Dino and it's causing the dog to go crazy. And then the dog, I'm not allowed near the dog because the dog gets crazy excited and gets on me completely prey because I know her name is Kaya. And she just demolishes me to the ground. She's huge. Haven't eaten anything. Had a coffee. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I was days behind. I knew Wendy and them hadn't put out a video and I was like, oh my gosh, something's wrong, but I was worried it was their daughter or something. And I was 2 days behind, so I watched both videos. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe she hurt her neck like that. I totally need to go make a comment, but I haven't had time to like sit down and type. My phone is not obeying in words at all. It's why I have not answered anyone's comments. Every time I try to talk to my phone, it's typing stuff that is not being said. I mean, not even a little. It's like there's a ghost in there talking or something. It is crazy weird. Oh no, she saw me. She saw me and she's barking. I was trying to stay way away from her over there so I didn't get in trouble because she's too much for him to handle. She is a huge, huge husky. Uh-oh, let me hide. Hey, what are you doing? Did Taki bring your brothers and sisters up here, and now there's 4 baby kittens? 8 o'clock. I'm having 2 slices of that bread I made, 5 ounces of each meat. All right, let's talk for a minute here. Oh, Juju really got me yesterday, and I got today by him with the dog. Okay, so I was watching Wendy and Harry's video just now, and you all know that I have watched multiple videos about the sugar fast. People have asked me comments about it. I don't think I've answered them yet. So let's talk about me. Hold on, I'm having cat issues. I need to leave mommy's heating pads alone, or mommy's foot today. So, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. All right, so because of my MCAS, there has been periods in the last 2 years where I can only eat certain foods, and nothing else. All right, during those periods, oh my gosh, hold on. All right, so totally distracted, had to rip everything out from underneath my desk. The cat went behind it again. Had to booby trap it even more. Praline has turned into a kitten. He's a monster right now. Okay, so during my mast cell activation syndrome, there were months, like last summer, there were months and months where I didn't record, and I really didn't talk about what I was eating, because what I was eating was anything but keto. Alright, during those periods of time, I was doing low calorie, low fat, right? Because I wanted to minimize the amount of weight I gained with the foods I could eat. Like, there were a period where I could only have potatoes, like for 3 months. And I wasn't putting sour cream on it. I wasn't putting butter on it. I was having maybe 45 fat grams at the most a day. I don't even think I even got that much, just with some butter in my coffee. And there was a period of time when I was only having 1 coffee a day. My cats are being monsters today. Okay, and then there was a period of time where I did not tell y'all about. Where all I could handle were these lollipops. I mean, I told y'all about the lollipops, but there was a while there that I wasn't eating anything other than the lollipops. I've done the whole barely any fat whatsoever, really high sugar, so it wasn't like cakes or cookies or anything like that, because that's really high fats. I've done the whole no flour with it or with it, all because of my MCAS. And what happened? I just gained weight horribly bad. Now, all my life I've always said I do have polycystic ovary syndrome, so me and carbs are not friends. But I was never tested for B1, vitamin B1. I don't know if it's been low all my life. I've had the symptoms most of my life. And do you know, without vitamin B1, you cannot run on carbohydrates? Your body, sorry, I'm really thirsty. I sweated a lot yesterday out working in the yard, and I was out there today too. Your body cannot use carbohydrates correctly as fuel. So when I was eating just those carbs and no fat, you would think, wow, if your body can't use it as fuel, that means wouldn't you be running on the fat and then it would eat your own fat and you would get skinnier? No, it just means it's going to store the heck out of those carbs on your body as fat. So I am struggling because I can't just eat eggs, which is the easiest way, and I cannot take supplements. Like, I have issues with compound issues. So, there are some beans that do allow you to get some vitamin B1. It's mostly like ham. Even my boar's head ham, it said, is helping. So ham is a major thing, but boar's head ham is the only ham I can eat without gaining tons of weight. I put on the weight with ham, okay? Sometimes I can get away with some pork loin. 99% of the time I can't. 99% of the time I cannot get away with beef. I did this week. I got away with like 2 4-ounce patties this week. So it's just gonna be whatever I can eat to get some of those in, because the side effects of low B1 and B12 is horrifying, y'all. It is just really bad, and they didn't even test my 6, and everything I'm reading says if your 1 and 12 is low, then you don't have 6. So I am fighting with that kind of stuff, and that has to do with your liver not working properly, and I've had other tests showing that there's something funky going on inside my body right now, but it can all be due to the MCAS, because MCAS can make it where your liver doesn't work properly either. Also, during this whole entire time, like last summer, I didn't end up reading it because I started to have so many issues that I just didn't read it. But I bought this book called Dark Calories, which is basically about seed oils, like vegetable oils and stuff, destroying your health. So I plan on reading it. I mean, it's really, I probably could get it done in a day. But it's got a lot of information in here, even about insulin resistance and all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna read that sucker soon. But what I'm saying is, I already know sugar fasts don't work on me. Even though my A1C is great, my numbers are good, it just has never worked on me. So if you're wondering if I'm going to do anything like Wendy and Harry, no, because I already know it won't work on my body. Already have had so many issues. Am I going to do a higher carb a day though, and then lower carb day, and kind of like carb cycling? And that's kind of what I've been doing, here and there, but mostly sticking around 50 total carbs. Now, I am playing with that right now. Just, I need the weight off faster, and I'm having a lot of injuries. So I am playing with putting some more different things in, meaning, and I don't know what I can have because of the mast cell. I'm going to be trying this week, if I have time. There's so many appointments and I can't get sick. I need to be trying olives soon. This is my list. So black beans, which I'm thinking I need to make them fresh and not from a can to minimize my mast cell reactions. Pinto beans I usually do fresh. Not sure if I can handle them or not, but we will see. They're like my favorite bean in the world. They have vitamins in it. So I'm leaning to raise on some of my days, maybe 75 to 100 carbs, and then the other days 50, and then some days 20, some days 10. Like keeping my body guessing, because the last 2 months keeping my body guessing, I'm right at 190, okay? I have been dancing the 191 and 189 for the last week now. And it's not moving. So that's why I'm gonna try to play with my body a little, but stay where I belong. Meaning not go eat sugar. I know my body doesn't work on sugar. And yes, I know a strawberry is technically got sugar in it. But do you know how many strawberries I could eat versus 2 tablespoons of sugar or something? Like, I am looking at this as in, and I never liked any fruit juices or anything like that. So I am not missing out or wanting those things, okay? I have never been able to eat citrus fruits because of my MCAS. They never knew why I had allergic reactions my whole life on all citrus, even though I love it and would vomit as soon as I eat, even a bite, even orange juice, like anything citrus. When my allergies always showed I was allergic. Well, if you have MCAS, the worst thing for you is citrus fruits, okay? So it just means I will maybe eat more carrots, maybe eat a potato once in a while that's been in the fridge. Like, I won't cook it and then eat it. Now, y'all, I did lose 15 pounds when I was doing the potatoes with some cheese and some butter, and I was doing some, was I doing deli meat at that time? I don't think so. I think I was doing my turkey. So I was doing turkey and potato. I did lose like 15 pounds in 2 months, but that took forever filling towards me. So I know I can eat potatoes, especially when they've been in the fridge. Like, I buy them and put them in the fridge. All right, I have learned, for me, I do not have to cook them, put them in the fridge for 24 hours, and then warm them back up. I have learned that I can just put them straight in the fridge and then cook them and eat them and be fine. And yes, my head shaking is bad, which could also be from like low vitamin B. It makes all that stuff worse. So I will not be falling down that rabbit hole because I've been there already. I've done it already. Wendy and Harry has been strict keto all these years. So they deserve a chance to try something different, because since the Delta version, we're all trapped. Like, we're all stuck. It is going badly. Like, we gain weight and couldn't come back off. For me right now, I have found my happy spots, which is cats that drive you crazy and distract you every 2 seconds, okay, which is carrots every single day. And there is not one day I don't have carrots. There are days I do not have strawberries, blackberries, any berries, but I have carrots every single day. And I have upped my carrots to 3 servings a day. That is my dinner. So what you haven't been seeing me eat the last 3+ weeks is a whole small bag of carrots, and I do put in my macros. They do get me to 50 something carbs a day. So I have been noticing what my carbs are, but that is what I eat. Okay, I take the small bag, I put in my little Ziploc bags. This one is for paper stuff. That's not actually one I've used, but put in my little Ziploc bag. And have you ever taken carrots? This is the weirdest texture in the world, and I discovered it by mistake. And I don't suggest it necessarily, because you kind of want the water that's in those carrots, especially for me, because I don't drink a lot of water. If you take a bag of carrots, don't put the juice with it, just the carrots. Put it in a Ziploc bag, sprinkle tons of salt on it, come back the next day. It is no longer crunchy. It is like a pickle. It is no longer crunchy, and all the water, all of it, is at the bottom of the bag. The texture has 100,000% changed, and all the water is out at the bottom of the bag. And it's a lot of water, y'all. A lot of water. So that's why you can retain water eating a bunch of carrots and stuff like that, and cucumbers, because they have a lot of water in it. It's why you give Alzheimer's patients who will not drink water, but will eat fruit and some vegetables, you give them that kind of stuff. Now, watermelon never worked for me because I have to pee too much on watermelon, but like fruits and yummy cucumbers, they're loaded with water. So if you cannot drink water, just eat some of them. They have plenty of water in them. But so I'm going to have fun watching them, hoping that it works for them, because I know they really want to get that scale moving. And I used to be way more closed-minded until getting mast cell about, oh no, you have to be perfect keto. Now, for some people, they need that, or otherwise they go off the deep end of the carb spectrum. And that was me years ago. I could not go off at all. Every time I went to Hawaii, it was long johns, it was all kind of stuff every time, and it was very hard to snap back out of it. Hold on, I think this light is giving me a migraine. I need it to like be bright in here, otherwise it's just shadows. But every time I use it, I get these horrible headaches. So if you have a sugar addiction and you're thinking about trying the diet with Wendy and Harry, I suggest you don't do it. You have to have a strong mind and willpower to do it. If you don't think that you will be able to come back from it, don't do it. Don't do it. Because even with my mast cell, I really struggled this summer. Like, will I be able to not ever eat a potato again once I went back to keto? Like until I realized the potato wasn't really causing me issues, but I haven't eaten them. I went cold turkey. For a while, I thought I was addicted to them. Everyone kept telling me I was addicted to them because it's all I was eating. And I could eat potato chips. I could not eat french fries, though, because french fries aren't real. They had all these different ingredients in it. But I could eat the real potato chips from Lidl's, only Lidl's, and a Food Lion brand that was just potatoes and just sunflower oil, because I'm okay with sunflower oil. I know this book is probably going to say that's a horrible oil. But you can see a huge difference in my skin and my body after taking all those things out of my diet. And I don't want to backslide whatsoever. But I am trying to find some ways to bring in vitamin B1. And 12. Can't have sardines. Can't have tuna. Can't have any kind of fish whatsoever. Can't have canned foods. Can't have... The list is huge that I cannot eat without allergic reaction. This cat is down here causing problems again. He's down there trying to tear away the wall I have made so that he couldn't get hurt and pull the wires from the blood. That's all he wants to do is eat wires. Well, he wants to pull them out. He doesn't even want to put them in his mouth. He thinks it's fun taking them out of the socket. Don't you? Don't you think that's fun? You want to say hello? Say hello again. Look, Praline. Ow! This is why I end up with scratches all over my chest. Hold on. I need you to cover. You just took my bra down. Anyways. I've been here for over an hour to find out if I need a brake job, which I think I do, but we'll see. Having to sit outside in the loud noise and with people all around me with perfume plus the flowering trees, I've had to take ibuprofen. I have a massive migraine now, and they haven't even looked at it yet. And the bench is insanely hard. My butt is completely numb and in pain. Hey, do you want a cat tree on that? Like, that is literally...
You mean a giant birdhouse?
Yes.
I could put a doghouse up there.
Look at that. He is so high. Nothing can eat him up there.
I mean, would be safe.
Alright, y'all. This is how I got the scratch on my chin, though. We pulled him down, and he got me last time.
I think I'm going to put a doghouse up there. You want to live a doghouse? Like big giant birdhouse?
Ruff.
It's so cute, you know?
Let's go over my fridge. Alright, we have some burgers for tomorrow. I am going to try some. We have a bunch of different ones. These are the ones I know I can have. I would probably just do this one. Sometimes I can have, sometimes I can't. These are from my garden. I got some steaks in here. Remember, all this is also my family stuff. I did get me some low-fat cream cheese I will be using soon. My sugar-free whip, I use in my coffee. I do probably 2 tablespoons. I think I usually weigh it. I do by grams in my coffee. So these are my yummy carrots. I got Pink Lady apples to try again. A watermelon. Probably might have some later tonight. We will see. One reason I can't go to the bathroom, and it always makes me go. Strawberries. Then in here are my... Ow, Sharky, I can't talk. Hold on. I got the rest of the deli meat. I got some more roast beef because I haven't had that in a while. Ow, Sharky. Fresh mozzarella. Sharkalicious. Stop it. You're scratching mommy to death. Anyways, this is what I got in my fridge. Then I got tiny bit of potatoes. I am trying different things, keeping my carb level about the same, but just trying different ingredients. One, because if my MCAS starts messing up, I need to know what I can and can't have. Also, I'm trying to figure out how to get B1 in more. So I was going to do these black beans and got scared because with MCAS, canned foods aren't your friend. So I got dry ones to do myself. I did get these to try again. Just because I'm trying to see what I have an MCAS reaction to or not, so I can switch my food up a little. Like I said, this will be the last thing I probably try because it is wheat. I don't know 100% yet, but I'm going to use it for other people anyways. And I might chicken out. Every time I get a sweet potato, I chicken out and I don't do it. Anyone who's watched me for a while knows I prefer to keep my fat around 45. I seem to do the best. Now, I am going to try some 30 days because I did do amazing on my protein spare modified fast, like health-wise. I also did amazing on very low calorie keto. They're similar but different. So, I am, like I told y'all, the whole goal was to, after 60 days, start mixing up the days so my body can't get used to something. Because I always fell when I stick identical, when I don't change it up. Alright, so I am going to have higher natural carb days. This is what I call natural carbs. Okay. And on those days, I'm going to try and only do 30 fat grams. I really don't want to go under that, to be truthful. I have my own personal reasons and beliefs when it comes to that stuff. I mean, if I did it one day here, one day there, going to only 20 or something, that's one thing. But I wouldn't want to do it all the time. So, on those lower fat days, I am going to have cream, though. I bought light cream to put in my coffee for that. I use light cream anyways. I just normally only use like 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of light cream in my coffees. And now I am going to be, on those days, not sticking the butter in. So that my coffee only has 2 tablespoons of it is 6 grams of fat per coffee. And on those days, my only fat will be coming from my coffee anyways. I can't do so Whitney and Harry are doing like the fruit juices, the honey, all of that kind of stuff. So they are not doing coffees and stuff on those days, and they're switching the tea. They're not doing like butters and stuff. They're not doing any oils or fats at all. So I'm not doing what they're doing. This is my take on a low carb diet. Okay, I'm not going to call it keto on these days. I'm not calling it like anything other than low carb. Low carb. To me, low carb is 100 total carbs or less on those days. So on those days, I will still be eating protein. So I will not, like I said, not the same because they don't also eat protein on those days. I will be still eating protein because I feel like crap if I don't have protein. I don't know how the bodybuilders do it, but this is me, my body. So I have 6 ounces of strawberries. I have had I've already had 45 fat grams today in my coffees. So it's a whatever thing. Let me rinse these off. I have not had very much berries lately, and I seem going to feel better and lose my weight when I do a lot of berries in a day. Okay, so that's 6 of strawberries, 6 ounces of strawberries. Now, these blackberries might not taste well, so I might not eat them. I don't eat them when they taste bad, but I'm gonna weigh them out and then I'm gonna taste it. 3. Okay, let's taste. Ew. There's a lot of seeds in this one. I like the farm. Hold on. I'm gonna take this off my plate right now. That is, I don't like the texture, and it's way too many seeds. And you go to the farm. Okay, that was gross. Alright, now let's get in here. I meant to buy me some white American cheese, which I'm going to have to grab tomorrow because tomorrow is burger day. So tomorrow is fat day. So, like, I'm really just doing, I really want to do proteins and fruits. Oh, my battery's dead, so I got to hurry. Okay. Six ounces. Can't believe my battery's dead. Oh, come on. All right. I just like to cut these up. They're just easier to eat it, especially since I don't have cheese to roll it in. That's 3. I think this might be enough food, y'all. Okay, that's 4. So 6, 6, and 4. So it is 8 p.m. and it is time for me to finally eat. I might throw some carrots on here. I'll take a picture and then you'll be able to see if I threw carrots on there. I just got the phone with Keto Chow. I had to call them to make sure the coconut cream doesn't actually have coconut in it because I am dying for some coconut cream, but I have allergic reactions. My MCAS hates coconut. So that was one of the first things I started reacting to was MCT oils and coconut. So I have ordered me a crap ton to make different recipes. I'm hoping they work out. I'm especially just want it for the ice cream. I think it'll be the best. But let's have a garden check. Okay, I'm waiting for the brake job on the car, which I almost passed out at because it's $1,300 for a brake job, and I was in shock. Was not expecting that. There was other things that need to be replaced, like tires and different things. But guess what? I'm gonna try going to Ford. I think Ford would be cheaper. Just saying, because that seemed to be really expensive. My little chili peppers are really coming in. There is a lot up in here. A lot. So I just do a little daily walkthrough. I find it interesting. They're all the same age. Oh, I think I'm getting a delivery. They're all seeds, but some of them are already reaching, I know, is already reaching way up high versus the others. Like my beautiful cucumbers. I guess I better go see what the delivery is. But just our morning walkthrough. I think I might get this one finished today. That little one, we'll see. I'll definitely get that one done. I have a brace underneath this sock. I have 2 socks on and a brace. And so we'll walk through the other side of the garden in a few minutes. I changed my clothes to work in the garden. Hadn't even been changed before 5 minutes. Made a little video to y'all. And ring, ring, ring. The car is ready. So now I'm waiting for them to pick me up so I can get the car. Yeah, if I do everything that's on that list that they say is wrong with it, it's gonna be a fortune. Like, bad enough cars cost like $1 million. Brake job, $1,300. Tires are gonna be close to $2,000. Like, what? What? I have to replace the battery, and for them to do it, it's almost $500. For me to do it, it's gonna cost $3 something, because that's how much the battery cost. Yeah, I feel stupid, because I remember when I used to could go in and get a battery for like $25, $80 max on my little sports car. I remember when brake jobs were $69. Yeah. I can't believe prices are jumping so high. And no, this is not due to who's sitting in the White House. These prices have been jumping for 10 plus years, especially since the C word. Okay. Everything has just quadrupled prices. Because back in the 90s, I realize now how long ago that was. 30 years ago, I guess, was a long time. I used to rent places for like $200 and $300. $500 was a really nice place. And now you get a crap hole for $2K. Yeah, I think that jumped way too much. Okay, it might have been 30 years. But 30 years prior to that, they did not jump that much. Like, it is a huge difference, and pay did not go up to track with that. Okay, so I did not eat carrots, but I might later, but then again, maybe not. Cross fingers, I get to finally paint the shack tomorrow. Yes, we've done some painting, but it's the wood I still have to paint. And I will show you after that. I'm not even going to wait for the screening and all of that before I show y'all. Because right now I'm not putting a door on it. So screening is the last of my concern about it right this minute. But let's look at my fairylands, as I call it. My garden. Like I said, I have not finished. I still have to pull those tie straps down and use some metal to hold it up, like metal wire, to make it look cuter. I'm still going to do something with the ground leader. Like, it's going to be... Let me let the car pass first. I don't know if y'all can hear how loud it is. It's going to be more things going on in here. But this is where I've stopped right this minute. I had a lot of things going on. My foot was hurt. The brace really helped. One of the problems is I roll my foot all the time, and with the brace on, it kept me from rolling my foot. It's a little too small, so I'm about to go order a bigger one. And I didn't mean to come out here without it, but I was just coming out for a second. But I have a lot of plans still in here to do, including the greenhouse, and still somewhere around here I'm doing a cat terrarium as well.